selfishly, I kind of wanted to ask you a question about,
Yeah.
what did some of your coaches do, some of the good things that throughout your time, that us coaches could potentially draw on from your experience with coaches at that level.
Yeah, that's a great question. First of all, that's amazing. I didn't
Yeah,
even know they had a national team. That's awesome, man. Good for you.
thanks.
Um,
And it's
yeah.
not the depressing note that we thought it was going to be. So good. You changed the
No,
subject.
no, that's good.
Woo-hoo!
I can flip the switch. Don't worry. Yeah, that's really cool, man. The best advice I can give you, the most successful coaches that I've seen and I've had the chance to work with are guys that are extremely demanding, hold people very accountable, but can separate being a hockey coach from being a person. And I think that is, to me, is at the NHL level is the most important thing. And the guys that couldn't do that were the guys that would, they scream at you and they embarrass you and they show video and they just rip you. And then, that you see them the next day and they can't even look at you or say hi and put it behind you. So, I think you can be hard and demanding as a coach, but you also got to separate it and be a person and be a human being and try to understand the athlete. And I think that's what so many coaches have a really, really hard issue doing. And I think that's the best thing you can do. You can hold people accountable and be extremely hard on people, but also take them aside from time to time if you feel like someone's having a hard time, and just be a person and be like, how are you? How is
Yeah,
things? And I think that's something that coaches really, really miss.
yeah, that's really interesting and insightful. So thanks for that. And I guess the next question I have related to that, I mean, did you have a lot of those experiences in the NHL, or is that kind of the you know not as common, I guess? I mean, basically the question is, did you enjoy your time with most of your coaches in the NHL?
Yeah, another great question. And no, I didn't enjoy it, because I thought half of them were boneheads, and half of them, to me, I don't understand in the NHL why coaches just get recycled. The guys that have continued to fail continue to get recycled and continue to get jobs. I just don't understand it. And different guys that were good old school coaches, times have changed so much. The world has changed. And I had a couple that, like I just said, would embarrass you, uh, would rip you publicly in front of everybody, but couldn't separate it. And I had guys that would do that, but also would come up after and be like, "Hey, this is why I did this. There's a reason to why I did this. I need you to be better. I need you to do this." But they could be a person, and you can respect that. I can respect it if someone wants to tell me, "Hey, you were awful last night. You were terrible. You got to be better." But
Yeah.
we can be eating lunch in a lunchroom after, and he can come up and be like, "How's your family? What's going on?" I really respect that, and I had a ton of coaches that couldn't separate it, and to me, that's the biggest fault as a coach.